up guys, so welcome to a new video. My name is Frank and I react to metal music, and today I'm reacting with BAND-MAID, and in particular with the documentaries done by Orange. And this one, after Psyche, is KANAMI. And what to say about KANAMI, other than she's an awesome guitarist, and she's a great music composer for sure. For who is new to this channel, I also play guitar, and of course I can tell that she's an amazing player. But I think the thing that surprised me the most, and with me a lot of other BAND-MAID fans, is how good of a composer KANAMI is. Like, she manages to make every song super interesting to listen to, and her riffing style and her composition style in general is never too cliche. Like, she managed to mix different style of riffing in a single song and make it always very cool to listen to. And that's, I think, that is not easy at all to do, right? And yeah, that's my biggest compliment I can give her. Like, she's one of the greatest composers of modern rock for sure, in my opinion. And note that the fact that I'm a super hardcore metalhead and I listen to death metal and grindcore, black metal, very heavy stuff. So I'm not too much into rock music. So for me to like a rock band, an hard rock band this much, needs to be very special, right? And yeah, of course, BAND-MAID is my favorite hard rock band nowadays, together with The Warning, by the way, because I listened recently to The Warning as well, and I really like them. But yeah, guys, before I start this documentary about KANAMI, which is almost 20 minutes long, by the way, and I've seen the other documentaries are even longer, like 30 minutes plus. It's gonna take a while to react to each single documentary. Please have patience a little bit. But yeah, guys, before I start this reaction, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this video. Give me a like and a comment if you have more suggestions for me, just want to say hi or whatever, and let's start.
We've talked about Psyche. I have to introduce you to her biggest fan. But you know
her biggest fan.
Right? She has at least two personalities. Both of them love Psyche more than anything, and she is, with the help of the other members, the genius who writes BAND-MAID songs since 2015.
Yeah, as I was saying before.
Even though her name and persona change as soon as she holds a guitar, let me present you KANAMI. KANAMI was born on September 28th in Kanagawa, a prefecture very close to Tokyo, which includes the cities of Yokohama and Kawasaki. She is the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister. During her childhood, her parents wanted her to participate in a lot of various activities, so she tried ballet, piano, calligraphy, English, and a lot more. But in the end, she only kept playing piano.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of her playing piano, and gotta say that she's a very good pianist as well. And being able to play piano gives you the basics of playing a lot of other different instruments, by the way, if you don't know. So that's why a lot of little kids learn how to play piano first.
Even though she was a quiet child, she became more and more active as she was growing up. You might think that rock music hit her at an early age, but it was only when she was 17 and joined a music club in her school as a keyboardist that she fell into the genre. KANAMI didn't stick too long with the keyboard, as she learned guitar to be popular with the girls. That's right, she wanted to look cool in front of the other girls. Only KANAMI could come up with a story like that. And you know what? It worked. The girls talked a lot about how cool she was when she played guitar. Well done, KANAMI. Well done. However,
that picture is awesome, by the way.
She also talked about how Room 335 by Larry Carlton moved her, and how this song in particular is a starting point of KANAMI wanting to get serious with her guitar playing. At first, she played alone to practice and improve her skills. Then she joined a classmate's band and learned to play a lot of Western hard rock songs from bands like Kiss. Deep Purple, and Metallica, to name a few. It was also during her high school senior year that Kanami started to write songs. But once she got to university, she decided to become a singer/songwriter. She was going to a regular university as her parents decided for her.
I see. So that's why she can sing so
studied
well.
economics and management to be able to learn about the music industry and how to promote herself as a musician/singer/songwriter.
She can do it all.
She wrote songs, sang, played acoustic and electric guitar, and also played her solos. With all these skills, Kanami kept working alone and learned programming to create her own songs. The only problem was that she didn't really like to sing. Yes, you heard me. Kanami didn't like to sing.
She's a pretty good singer, though.
Right?
So
As she seems to love doing backup
just
vocals with
personal
BAND-MAID.
preferences.
But Kanami wanted to be a professional musician, so she took some singing lessons anyway because she didn't want to be a bad singer.
I see.
So she kept practicing and also posted her songs and cover videos on Nico Nico and YouTube.
That's
Unfortunately, those videos are not available anymore, but Kanami did some other covers, like this one. I'm sure you can see where I'm going, right? A little someone you already know found Kanami's videos and contacted her through the talent agency during the year 2013. They met, Miku played some songs to Kanami to see if she was willing to join, and she immediately said yes. Even the maid outfit wasn't a problem for Kanami, as she used to wear the same kind of outfit during a school culture festival just a few years before. Please note that Kanami is the only member of BAND-MAID who didn't even hesitate to join when being informed that every member will have to wear a maid outfit during live performances.
Seems pretty fitting, not gonna lie, considering
Now
her
that
personality.
Kanami is part of BAND-MAID, the female hard rock band started to record songs, and even though Kanami wrote songs for a while, all the lyrics and arrangements were provided by other songwriters. Of course, she tried to write song after song for almost 3 years, but they were rejected by management.
I think Alone
Finally,
was their first
Psyche
song, right?
believed in Kanami's songwriting
First written song.
talent, which is one of the main reasons why she kept writing again and again. If there are people close to me who accept my music, I must do my best. We are now in 2016 for the release of Brand New Maid, the third studio album from BAND-MAID with 8 brand new songs. I chose to talk about this album in particular because something changed for our 5 talented musicians. This time, they wrote and arranged their very first song.
And between me and you, Alone is my favorite song from BAND-MAID. Yep. I like a lot of their songs, but Alone, yeah, I think takes the cake.
And a lot more is coming. For their next single, called YOLO, released just 6 months later, they used some parts of the arrangement of an old song Kanami wrote before joining BAND-MAID. The rest of the songs were written by the band, as almost all of their future songs, even now. If you look at the details in the music and arrangement, the last song that wasn't 100% BAND-MAID is Smile, a song released in January 2019 as a B-side of the single named Bubble. As she started playing guitar more than 10 years ago, Kanami owns and has borrowed many over the years. She shared pictures of a few of them from time to time on her Twitter account.
Wait, she's got a flying V as well? I love flying Vs.
If you've heard of the brand Addictone, you might be interested to learn that they have created a model especially named after Kanami in 2 colors, red and green. But there is one brand that we are used to seeing more often with Kanami during her latest performances.
PRS.
And it's PRS.
Yep.
She started to use a PRS guitar in 2016 with a model 408 Fire Red Burst, borrowed from a guitarist amongst BAND-MAID's crew.
Really?
You can easily see if Kanami plays with a PRS guitar because she only has the ones with the bird inlays on the neck, and Kanami seems to love them. Remember when I told you that Kanami's persona changes as soon as she plays the guitar?
Yeah,
well,
she goes in rock
even
mode.
She is not aware of these changes.
As they
but
call
the
it,
other
mincho
members
mode.
mentioned this aspect of her personality a few times. Saiki and Miku talked about Kanami during the second pilot episode of BAND-MAID Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん。
はい。
なんだろう、小バトが多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって
思われ
てるんですけど、かなみちゃんもなかなかだと小バト思う
ギター持つともう
すごい
なんかキャラが変わるんだよね。
人がもう違う
She's got double personality.
オラオラだし、すごくこうのけぞってギター弾いちゃうみたいな。で普段はそんな自分が前にっていうタイプじゃかなみちゃんないけど、ギターソロになるともう誰よりも前に出ますみたいな。
私を見て
なるっぽ。
I mean, let's be fair here. All guitarists, like especially lead guitarists, every one of them is a little bit of a show off, right? That's basically what you need to do if you play lead guitar, because you are the one in charge of the main melody, right? And the solos and stuff. So of course you need to show off, right? Come on.
Oh, you want to see it for yourself? All right. I think I have it on tape somewhere.
Of course you act like a rocker, right?
No, that's not the one. Ah, there you are. Well, be prepared for some crazy
Oh, Jack's kick. Is this Jack's kick clip? Where she kicks the cymbals. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, there it is. The axe kick.
So?
Yeah.
You still don't believe me? All right. Let's watch this one then. You'll see the switch.
切り替えを見ましょう。あ、
すごくない？ねえ、やめてよ、恥ずかしいよ。
See? I told you. Anyway,
Didn't understand that one,
let's
but
talk
yeah, sure.
about Kanami's playstyle. If you didn't already know, I'm no musician, so I won't be able to give you any relevant elements regarding her playstyle. Fortunately, I have some special guests to help me with this part. You might already know them and watch their videos on YouTube, but today, they each have 60 seconds to talk about Kanami. Gentlemen, the mic is yours.
60 seconds is not enough time to talk about what makes Kanami special as a guitarist, but let's start with the fact that she was classically trained on piano. She's a genius composer. She structures the musicality, instrumentals of the BAND-MAID songs, yet she brings it to her band and doesn't let her ego get in the way of them helping her to perfect the sound. Everything is driven for making the best song possible. She's also such a rock star on stage, even though she seems to have a timid, shy personality, but she's also goofy and has fun interacting with her bandmates. But the number one thing I love about Kanami is she writes some face-melting riffs and guitar solos that is very important for a rock guitarist to do.
Of course.
And she's able to stuff so many riffs into each song and make it flow so well without detracting from the other music, but creating a cool soundscape foundation. And that's why you shut up while Kanami is speaking.
There are a lot of guitarists in this world that are really fantastic. Very fast, precise, clean, and can do pretty much anything with a guitar that they need to be able to do. But
yes,
I find that there are very few guitarists in the history of music that are able to communicate with people via the guitar. There's a difference between just playing the notes and having that guitar sing to you. People like Jimmy Page, people like Carlos Santana, Slash from Guns N' Roses, I think that they all have this special it factor. It's something that is almost impossible to put your finger on. It's an intangible quality. But ultimately, I think it comes down to having this extra creative bone in your body. Let's call it the Page bone. And I think KANAMI absolutely has that.
What real talent is, right?
Guitarists, but KANAMI, most modernly, she's capable of making me feel like she's actually having a dialogue with me between my ears and her guitar. Even though it's a one-sided dialogue, I feel like I'm understanding what she's trying to say with the guitar. And that's authentic and it's genuine. I think that that all just comes down to creativity. Things that she is able to do, ways that her brain is able to work, just like those other guitarists I mentioned from the past, that I think most people can't even conceive of, and us normals out there really can't even put it into words or put it into thoughts. I really feel like she has that. And it's something that's very special.
Something that contributes to KANAMI's excellent guitar style is her ability to have many techniques down on the electric guitar that help you craft your own style, meaning she has tapping and sweeping down where you can mix those two. Like if you were to go sweeping down the guitar and halfway through you start tapping with your fingers. Actually. So her ability to mix those techniques together is something that really contributes to her style of playing. This reminds me of guitarists like Santana, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Slash, and I don't mean in the way of they're playing. I actually mean in the way of when I go listen to these guitarists, I know that that is that guitarist playing. So if KANAMI is playing, I know that's her playing when I'm listening to a BAND-MAID song. It's like if we subbed her out with Jimi Hendrix or Slash, I would instantly know that Jimi Hendrix or Slash is playing in a BAND-MAID song. I wonder what that would sound like. That is something most guitarists dream to achieve, and sometimes don't even get to that or having that unique sound where they're instantly recognizable.
So what is it about KANAMI that I like so much? When you have a guitarist that does nothing but serve the song from creation to finish, never worried about ego. Her solos are not solos, they're ensembles. The whole band gets a show. Everybody gets to support everybody else. It's always about the song. It's always about the song.
That's why her solos are even shorter than usual too.
Do things that only a few other guitarists have done to me, make me like cry from hearing her solo and what she puts into it, what she communicates through it. Stevie Ray Vaughan's done that, and KANAMI Tono. So, you know, that's a pretty amazing thing, and that's without even knowing what the lyrics are being said in the song. What she brings is creativity and structure to emotion, and presenting that, she just executes it perfectly. And she can do it with using simple structures. She can do it using incredibly complex structures, really simple riffs, really complex riffs. It doesn't matter. Whatever serves the song is what KANAMI does. I think we're all kind of better off for it.
Thanks for taking the time to share your thoughts. I'm sure that many of you have some ideas and feelings in common with our fellow Gaijin guys.
I reacted to this one as well.
Maybe some thoughts of your own. It's one of the things that makes KANAMI special. Let's move on to the end of our journey. KANAMI has loved music since her childhood and did everything to pursue her dreams. She worked very hard during her school years. She learned guitar after many years of playing the piano. She also learned how to write a song and even taught herself audio programming. She started on her own before finally joining a band to strengthen her skills, to end up making covers on the internet. And after joining BAND-MAID, she kept writing even though her songs weren't selected. But she never gave up and continued for all those years thanks to her fellow
never giving up with the key to success,
until her hard work finally paid off. And for many years now, BAND-MAID members write and compose their own songs. She wanted to be able to do it all and become a professional musician, and with BAND-MAID, Kanami became one. In the end, Kanami's story is about determination, hard work, and a strong bond between the band members, because without each other's support, I'm sure that BAND-MAID would be very different from what we know today.
Yeah, for sure. Especially since the one composing most of the songs, so yeah, of course. Total different sound, probably. Then, must say, this is the second documentary I watched from them. They are great at what they do, for sure. That's a great documentary. And yeah, Kanami is definitely exceptional, like as a guitarist, but especially if you ask me, as a composer, because her composition, as Gaijin guys were saying, her playing style is instantly recognizable. Like every time I listen to a BAND-MAID song, even if I don't know that is a BAND-MAID song, even if it's just an instrumental without lyrics, so I can't hear Saiki and Miku's voice on top of it, I can immediately recognize her style of composition. And that's one of the things that are harder to do, especially nowadays, since a lot of different music genres are being done, played again, and a lot of the music, also the music in every music genre, but especially in rock and metal, is a lot of copy-paste, you know? It's just a different rearrangement of similar notes and similar riffs, played in a different key, or arranged in a different version, or played in a different, you know, slightly different notes, but the structure is the same. Her playing style is instantly recognizable between hundreds and hundreds of different guitarists. That is a fit, right? That's an important fit, something that a lot of musicians are not able to do, like throughout their life, right? So that's amazing, and I really appreciate the fact that she kept going and going and going and trying, because as I was saying before, not giving up, being consistent with what you do. If you want to do it, if you really want to be successful in what you do, keep continuing doing it is the key. The fact that I like this rock band, when I listen to technical death metal, for example, it's incredible. At least for me, it's incredible, because I never ever liked a rock band this much. Even when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? And my uncle and my dad made me listen to rock music. I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't care so much. Until I discovered heavy metal, and then I started really loving that kind of music, you know? But when I found BAND-MAID, I was, wow, so a rock band that I really like exists in this world. It's like, wow, I never thought that this would be possible. You know what I mean? But here we are, you know? Yeah, very excited to react to the next documentary. Probably it's gonna be Misa, not sure. We'll see. And yeah, definitely Kanami is a very cool person and very cool musician, for sure. It's very cool to be able to know a lot more about her. I knew a couple of things here and there, because of course you guys are telling me in the comment section about her a lot, like every BAND-MAID reaction I do. So of course I knew a few things here and there, but for example, I didn't know where she was exactly born. I didn't know that she had a very big collection of guitars, even a Flying V, which I love Flying Vs, by the way. I think my next guitar that I'm gonna buy is gonna be a Flying V. I love Jackson's Flying V, by the way. And what else? I didn't know about the Addictones, because I watched a couple of videos where she was playing different guitars, different than a PRS, but I didn't know that those were Addictones guitar. I'm guessing it's a Japanese brand, right? And yeah, a lot of little things here and there, and it's very cool to be able to know more now. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, give me a like and a comment if you have more suggestions for me, just want to say or whatever, and definitely we'll see each other in the next one. Rock on.